Welcome, electronic video guests, to the outer limits of the trading card hobby, TTM. Through the mail, we seek to have the famous and the infamous sign the trading cards and photographs we send to them through the mail. Today we have 8 such specimens to examine. So if you like seeing envelopes opened, you've come to the right place. We're going to have a lot of action today. Let's get started. Our first one is coming to us from Atlanta Metro, from the goofball state of Georgia, Atlanta Metro. Let's see what we start out with first. Oh, Mr. Horace King, the old Detroit Lions running back. He signed 2 of his 1978 Topps rookie cards. Of course, Horace played his college ball at Georgia, and while he was there, he set the school record for touchdowns. He scored 4 against Ole Miss in 1974. Now, then he played 9 years for the Detroit Lions. He was a starter for 2 of those seasons. His best year was 1978 when he had 660 yards and 6 touchdowns. And even though he wasn't that big of a fella, he played a lot of fullback for the Lions. And his last game as a Detroit Lion was that 1983 playoff game against the San Francisco 49ers. If you remember that game, the 49ers led the Lions by 1 point. The last play of the game, the Lions sent out Eddie Murray to kick a 40-yard field goal to win the game. And just before Eddie lined up for that kick, you see on the sidelines, Lions coach Monty Clark praying to God, please let the kick be good. Of course, God is not a fan of the Detroit Lions. Eddie Murray missed that kick and the Lions lost. They could have beat Joe Montana and the 49ers, but no, Eddie Murray missed an easy field goal. And that was Horace King's last game as a Detroit Lion. Well, we thank Mr. Horace King, old Detroit Lion alumni, for signing his 1978 Topps rookie cards. Thank you, Mr. King. All right, what do we got here next? We got one from, this says here, North Texas. Coming to us from North Texas. Let's see what we got. Something stuck in here. Oh, what is this? Oh, we got a Scott Livingstone autographed rookie card. His 1992 Upper Deck rookie card. Scott Livingstone. His career highlight was probably that 1992 season. He was Detroit Tiger Rookie of the Year. He hit 282 with 46 RBIs. Played a couple more seasons as a utility infielder. Let's see what else Scott's sending along here. Well, what is this? Oh, Stones Apparel. Apparently that's for Livingstone. Stones Apparel. www.stonesapparel.net. And this must be the Twitter at Stones Apparel. It says, decorated apparel and custom screen printing. Skeeter Barnes' favorite. Skeeter was another utility infielder on the Tigers. It says, check out my new venture. Spread the word. Thanks, Scott Livingstone. Well, we're glad to spread the word, Mr. Livingstone. Anybody needs some decorated apparel and custom screen printing? Check out stonesapparel.net. And thank you, Mr. Scott Livingstone, for signing your 1992 Upper Deck rookie card. All right, so we're starting off with the Lion and the Tiger. Let's see if we get a Piston or a Red Wing here next. And this is coming to us from Augusta, Georgia, and they wrote down here, please do not bend. So whoever sent this back, very thoughtful. Thank you. What do we got coming out of Georgia? Goofball Georgia. Oh! Look at these. From the refrigerator. He needs no introduction. William Perry signing that Topps rookie card and his Super Bowl big man TD card from Pro Set. William Perry, the heaviest player ever to score a Super Bowl touchdown. And he also has the largest Super Bowl ring on record, size 25. He was a big man. You know, he always struggled with his weight, but when he had that weight under control, he was a pretty good defensive lineman, too, besides being the old huge fullback. Of course, after his playing days, he really had some health problems with diabetes and whatnot, and I hope he's all right. The last thing I heard, he was in an assisted living facility. I don't know if that's the address where I sent these off to, if that's the facility or not, or if he's doing better. But hopefully Mr. Perry's health is good. He was a great personality on and off the football field. William, the refrigerator Perry, signing two great cards, his Topps rookie card and his Pro Set Big Man TD card. Thank you, Mr. Perry. I really appreciate that. That's some good returns once again to get started. And what do we got here next? This one is also coming to us from North Texas. Seems like we're alternating Texas and Georgia here. Let's see what we got out of North Texas. Oh, Joe Ferguson signing his 1975 Topps rookie card. I don't know if you remember Joe. He played his high school ball at Woodlawn High in Louisiana. And that's the same high school Terry Bradshaw went to. In fact, he came in right after Terry. He succeeded Terry as the quarterback at that high school. Then he went on to play college ball at Arkansas and was drafted by the Buffalo Bills. He was O.J. Simpson's quarterback when O.J. was having all those big years for the Bills. Joe started 8 years for the Bills, and they had 5 winning seasons in those 8 years. Pretty good quarterback, Joe Ferguson. And he ended up his career as a backup quarterback for the Detroit Lions. Joe Ferguson, thank you, sir, for signing your 1975 Topps rookie card. Well, we're having some great returns today. Now, this one here is not going to be a surprise. Tito Fuentes. And you can see he's got little stickers. He decorated the envelope. And that's no surprise, as Tito was something of a showboat during his days in the big leagues. You remember how he used to, before he'd step up to the plate, he'd bounce his bat off home plate before he settled into the batter's box to give it a little flip. He wore headbands and all kinds of crazy stuff. Tito Fuentes, look at that. Look at that signature, too. He got a lot of flair on his signature. Signing his 1966 rookie card. That's a beautiful Tito. I don't know if he put like a little, I don't know what that's supposed to be there, but he got his number on there. Of course, Tito played a long time in the big leagues, and his best year was his last year. When he's 1 year with Detroit in 1977, he hit .309. So we're getting a lot of Lions and Tigers today. Tito Fuentes, thank you, sir. Love that signature on that 1966 rookie card. Tito Fuentes, one of the great showmen in baseball. Thank you, sir. Well, these are some of the best returns we've had. Well, next up, this is a thick one. I hope we don't have a price list. We're doing pretty good lately without the price list. This is coming to us from Santa Ana, California. We got a lot. We got an ice track. Very good. Got our note back. Look at that beauty. Joe Moeller. Look at that signature. How old is Joe? He's about 79 years old now. You can see his signature a little shaky, but hey, I love it. on that beautiful 1966 Topps card. Joe Moeller, the youngest pitcher to ever start a game for the Dodgers. Pitched as a teenager. What, 1962 was it? 1962. Was throwing for the Dodgers as a teenager. He had a brief appearance in the 1966 World Series. Dodgers lost that one. But pitched, as a youngster, hurt his arm, went on. I think he's like a pitching coach or something for many, many years after that. Joe Moeller, teenage sensation for the Dodgers. Let me see what this religious tract is. Oh, what is this? He's got Joe Moeller. It looks like a homemade tract. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is going to be another beauty. We just got a nice one from Bobby Bryant. I'm going to have to read this. Joe Moeller. Look at that. Look at that. And here's a little, if you want more info, check out this stuff here. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'll give a report and I'll read this one and give you a report just like I did on Bobby Bryant's. Joe Moeller, that is a beauty. Look at that tract. And he signed his card. Let's see if there's anything on the note. I sent him a little note, too, if you answer any questions. Let's see here. What does this say? It's hard to read that. Oh, yeah, I said one of his career highlights, one of the few games he won, he beat the Phillies, and Sandy Koufax was the closer and got the save. They combined for his shutout. I said, was that correct? Sandy Koufax was the closer? He says, yes, I remember that game. In fact, I have a picture in my office, something. Oh, shaking hands with Sandy after the game. Wonderful memories. Well, Joe Moeller, thank you, sir. Really appreciate the tract and the signing the card. Looking forward to reading that tract. Joe Moeller, teenage pitching sensation for the Dodgers. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. Man, this is another great day. All right, let's see what we got coming to us from St. Louis, Missouri. These are some great returns once again. What do we got from St. Louis? Oh, Ken Holtzman. Well, Ken Holtzman, he's one of the more underrated pitchers of the 60s and 70s. He won 175 ball games, tossed 2 no-hitters, was on 3 world championship teams with Oakland, and in the World Series he was 4-1, had a 2.55 ERA. He had 6 seasons where he won at least 17 games, 31 career shutouts, and very interesting enough, he broke Sandy Koufax's record for most wins by a Jewish pitcher. Ken Holtzman, one of the kind of forgotten stars of the late 60s and early 70s. Very good left-handed pitcher, very good big game pitcher. Very good pitcher, period. Ken Holtzman, thank you, sir, for signing this 1969 Topps card. Very nice. I like that. Very nice. Looks like he really put a lot of action in that ballpoint pen. And look how all the lines and curves. Very nice signature. All right, we've come down to our last one out of Jackson, Mississippi. I can't remember sending to Mississippi. It's a little bit thick. Let's see what we got. We got our note, and we got 2 cards. Oh, beautiful. Dalton Jones. Look at that signature on these 1968 Topps and the 1969 Topps. Oh, those look really good. Dalton Jones, longtime utility infielder and pinch hitter, mostly with the Red Sox and the Tigers. He led the American League with 13 pinch hits in the 1967 season when the Red Sox won the pennant. And then he ended up hitting 389 in that World Series that year. And he's also famous for hitting a grand slam single with the Tigers. He hit the ball into the stands, the bases loaded, but he passed a teammate running the bases between first and second base. So the three guys were able to score, and he was credited with a single. He passed, I think it was Don Ward, he passed between first and second base. Dalton Jones, I don't know how many other people have hit a grand slam single, but that's one of his career highlights with the Tigers, at least. And then, very interesting, I read a little note about him on the internet while I was looking for his address. In 1989, he happened to come across another old Red Sox, Bernie Carbo, at a swimming pool in Winter Haven, Florida. And Bernie told him he's having some really rough period in his life. And it said Dalton Jones shared with him the gospel of Jesus. And that helped turn things around for Bernie Carbo. So we got these two nice autograph cards from Dalton Jones, utility infielder and ambassador for Christ. 78 years old, Dalton Jones, signing these two beautiful Topps cards. Look at that. It says in high school, at Baton Rouge, he was all-state in basketball. Dalton Jones. Thank you, sir. Let's see if there's anything on the note here. If any questions answered. Yes. I told him about a game I saw at Tiger Stadium when he hit a 2-run home run, helping Mickey Lolich get a win. I said, do you remember that game? He says, I don't. It's getting much, much harder to remember anything. All right. Well, here's a very interesting answer. I said, did you like playing for Billy Martin? I heard some players loved him and others not so much. And Dalton says, did not enjoy playing for him. Do you still follow the game? Any current players you like? I don't follow the game very much at all. All right, so we got some straight answers out of Dalton Jones. Said he doesn't remember that game. Memory's a little rough, and he did not like playing for Billy Martin. Well, that's all right. Dalton Jones, I thank you, sir, for signing these two Topps cards. Well, we had quite a day at TTMs. I hope you enjoyed all that. I'll be back again soon with more. Take care, everybody.